Hi people, welcome to a side body opening practice. This will be pretty slow and mostly low to the ground, and the path that we'll be adventuring along is from the hips up to the shoulders and focusing on spinal rotation and side bending, right, as a way to free up all the tissues along the sides of the body. So let's just take a couple moments in a seated posture, whatever's comfortable for you. Close your eyes. Lean back just the right amount so you feel weight on your sit bones, and then rebound that energy up your spine. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. For now, just relax the belly. Tune into the feeling of your breathing body as a way to turn your attention inward. For me, at the beginning of a practice, usually my mind's kind of bouncy, and that's okay. Notice that you can be aware of the state of your mind. You just practice continuing to turn towards the feeling of the breathing body. You just keep doing that over and over. Bring the palms together in prayer at the heart and bow the chin. We begin with a gesture of gratitude, a moment of appreciation for participating in our own well-being in this way. This is a legitimate self-care practice. Physically creating space in the body, creating space in our mind so our awareness can spread out. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. Release the arms, blink the eyes open. The hands will just rest on the floor outside of either hip. Side bend to one side and then the other. So I'll mirror you guys for now. Side bend to your right. The left shoulder lifts towards your ear. Side bend to your left. The right shoulder lifts. Do that a couple times and feel that as your hips stay heavy, that creates an anchor. So then each time your shoulder joint lifts, you're elongating the tissues on the side of the body. Remember that your shoulder blade is part of your shoulder joint, so feel your scapula lift and lower. The next time that you're side bending to your left, the right shoulder lifts, and then right hand goes to your side waist. And you're just going to use your hand to feel and actually invite that tissue to lengthen up. Maybe even give a little massage. Your quadratus lumborum, there's a thick muscle right there on either side of the low back, connecting the back of your pelvis to your lower ribs. That gets compressed and shortened when we sit a lot. Switch sides. Side bend to the right. Use your left hand to make that brain-body connection. Feel this part of the body. We're going to spend a lot of time there. Invite that tissue to the lift. Breathe down there, right? Of course, there's no lungs down there, but you can send your mind and the energy of your breath down low. We'll just do that back and forth. Side bend to the left. That right hand slides up the body. To the right. Each time, maybe your fingers go a little higher towards the ribs, maybe under your armpit. This is the part of the body we're going to focus on. So you're creating kind of a brain map right now. A couple more. You're going to land side bending to the right. And the left arm's going to reach up now. Turn the palm to face the right and reach your arm over your ear. Stay side lateral flexing with the spine. And take that left arm out to the side. And then you're just going to like pendulum swing it. Downward. Side to side. Pull your front ribs back. Pull your belly back. And just feel as you move your arm like this, how far down your low left back can you feel the arm connect, like down into your kidney. The arm will circle forward, up, and then around for the second side. Right arm reaches up and over. Your left hand is on the ground. Pull the front line of your body back. I'm going to refer to that a lot. So think from your pubic bone all the way up to your chin. Pull it back. Make your back full from the front. And then the right arm comes out to the side, and you're just going to swing it side to side. It's a downward swing. Your shoulder blade is moving. Feel all the tissue in the right side of your back respond to the movement of your arm and your shoulder. Again, down from that right kidney area, can you feel the arm kind of pulling on tissue way down there? And then you'll circle up. Come to center. Place your hands on your thighs for a moment. Both sides of the waist lift. Relax your shoulders. Take a couple breaths. It's tuning into energy, sensation. Open your eyes. Make your way onto all fours, however you want to get there. Hands and knees. Go ahead and I just intuitively start to sway my pelvis here side to side. Go for it. Push your hands down. Make sure there's some space between your fingers so the arms receive strength from the ground as you push the floor away. And then come to center. Both shins are going to pick up and go to your left. The arms are going to reach forward towards the front of the mat. Release your head between the arms and lift the front seam of your body. Breathe into your right side. So you're pushing your right fingertips into the floor. And you're keeping your belly and your ribs lifted. And that's how you're going to get that full feeling and stretch along the right side of your back. Lengthen out the spine, and you'll just switch sides. Your shins will go over to the right. Fingertips reach forward. You can be flat on your hands if you want. I like being on my fingertips. Release your head. Notice if you kind of let your guts and your ribs spill down, you lose that fullness in the back and you lose that pull. So pull up through your front. Tailbone lengthens down. Let the head release and breathe into the left side of your back. Push your feet down. Come back to center. Knees go wide, big toes touch, child's pose. Palms face up, forehead down. Rock your body, your forehead side to side a little bit if that feels good. Look towards the front of the mat with the palms down. Slide through onto your belly. Coming into Sphinx pose, take the elbows a little wider than you might normally. Normally they're under the shoulders. Take them a little wider. Palms are flat. You're grabbing the floor or the mat with your hands and pulling back energetically. Think of from your side waist, hug in and lengthen. Tailbone elongates. The belly pulls up and your heart's moving forward. And then just look over your right shoulder. There's that left neck stretch. Look over your left shoulder. Come to center. Release your hands back towards your ribs. Keep your front hips pushing down so the glutes stay on. Your right arm is going to reach and over to the left so it's a little diagonal. The left hand stays down. Release your head. Try to get your pubic bone pressing down and the low belly lifting. Breathe into that right side. Slide the right hand back in line with your ribs. Straighten out your spine. Left arm reaches out at a diagonal towards the right. Keep lifting the low belly and pressing your pubic bone down a little. We'll do that again. Left hand slides back, right arm reaches. Right hand back, left arm at a diagonal. So you're kind of side bending here. Switch. Feel your shoulder blade elevate. Switch. Come back to center, hands in line with ribs. Both sides of the waist lengthen as you lift up for cobra. Release. Child's pose. Relax something. Take a few breaths. Come on up to all fours. Knees together, shins to the left, hands reach forward as your hips pull back. Release your head and lift the belly. One big breath into that right side. Switch. Shins to the right, fingertips reaching towards the top of the mat. Hips pull back as you ground your hands and then lift your middle. Breathe into the left side. Come back to center. Forward, all the way onto your belly. Sphinx pose. Pull back with your hands. Engage your legs. The low belly is pulling up. The waistline is cinching in. And you're like crawling up your spine energetically. Release, hands next to your ribs. Right arm to the left, little side bend. Switch. Right hand back, left arm reaches. Pull the low belly up. One more of those. Back to center. Pull for cobra. Inhale. Child's pose. Exhale. Bring the palms together in prayer. Bend the elbows, but keep them on the ground. Maybe your thumbs rest at the nape of the neck. Walk the elbows a little bit forward. And then energetically drag them back without letting them move. Breathe into your side ribs. Feel the space under your armpits, that tissue lengthening all the way down to the side waist. Straighten the arms, palms down, downward facing dog. Find rhythmic breathing in and out of the nose. Move around. Feel a very firm imprint of your hands on the ground. And then feel that activate up the arms, muscles hugging the bones. Keep the low belly and the ribs lifting. Lengthen your side body. Come to stillness. Right leg lifts behind you with the toes pointing towards the floor. Reach your arms and push into your left foot. Keep lengthening your side body. So meaning don't let your ribs drop towards the floor. You'll lose the length. Hug up through your center. Step forward. Low lunge. The back knee comes down under your hip. It's a 90-90 position. Come on up. Hands on your right thigh. You're actively going to push your hands into your thigh and then take your tailbone down and your belly button back. Round your spine a little bit like cat pose. So shoulder blades are broad. The chin is dropping down. And just kind of shimmy shoulders one at a time up towards your ear. The idea is to keep your left glute very strong and the low belly lifting. The pelvis is tipping forward like this, you'll lose the pull along the back and the side body. Pull your navel back. Come back to center, palms forward, keeping the hands interlaced, and reach your arms overhead. Pull the ribs in, side bend to the right, side bend to the left. Longer spine now, to the right, to the left. Back to center, release, downward facing dog. Shake out your head, your jaw. Keep your upper arms hugging in and the low belly up, up, up towards your spine. Left leg goes back behind you, toes point down, couple breaths here. Push into the right foot like you're dragging it back. Push into your hands like you're pressing them forward. Step forward. 90-90 lunge. Interlaced hands rest on your left thigh. Tailbone down. Right glute is on. Your low belly is pulling in and up, so the pelvis is neutral. And then think like, cat back. On an exhale, it's a compression. Shimmy. Right? So the movement is what's going to pull fluids into our tissues. So hydrating our tissue. Moving through that feeling of stickiness and stuckness. Back to center. Palms forward. Reach the arms up. Ribs are in. Re-engage that right glute. Side bend to your left. And then to the right. To the left. Hug the inner thighs towards the midline for balance. Come back up to center. Release. Hands down. Downward dog. Outer hips lift. Push your hands. Inhale to plank. Lower your knees. Exhale all the way down. Locust. Reach the arms back and lift the legs. Circle around your wrists and your ankles. It's just always good to keep those joints mobile and hydrated. Go the other way. Feet down. Hands in line with ribs. Pull cobra. Inhale. Move through cat back as you exhale to child's pose. Relax your shoulders. Couple breaths. Reach the arms. Lift the hips. Tuck your toes. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Toes point down, so that means your hips are level. Reach the arms. Push back through that left leg. Step forward, 90-90 lunge. You're going to keep your hands down here. So the 90-90 lunge position is going to stabilize your pelvis and your low back here. So we're going to work our middle spine and the tissues around the side body. Right arm reaches up, so you're twisting. Keep the right knee hugging in, the right hip hugging in. Swing the right arm underneath your thigh without dropping your head. So keep the spine long from the low back. We'll keep doing that. Inhale, arm swings up. Exhale, under. Keep going. This is thoracic spine mobility, which you can feel as you play with rotating your spinal cord. Creates a different kind of pulling all around the side body. Think of your rib cage rotating around the spine. And then keep lengthening through the crown of the head for 3, 2, 1. Stay with the arm up. You're going to step your right foot all the way back. Side plank. Come up onto the bottom fingertips if you want, or you can stay flat on your hand. It's up to you. The ribs pull in, and your glutes press a little bit forward. Keep that sturdiness in your spine and in your core. Backstroke this right arm. Go really slow. Notice how far down the right side body you can feel tissue being pulled as you move your arm. The more you engage your right glute and pull the belly in, the more you'll feel along the side body. Go the other way. Think of filling your low back from the front. And then the hand comes down. Right knee comes down next to the left. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Locust. Chin in a little bit. Lift the arms and the legs. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Try to keep the elbows and the knees straight. Go the other way. Cobra. Inhale, pull. Child's pose, exhale. One full cycle of breath. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, toes point down. Stay with this. Lengthen your limbs. Lengthen your spine. Keep the low back full from the front. Step forward, 90-90 position. Lengthen the spine, the hands stay down. Left arm to the sky, you're rotating your middle spine, the low back is stable. Swing your arm under your leg. Think low belly and thigh stay connected, it will keep your spine long. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, under. And keep going. Nice and slow. Why go slow? It gives your tissues time to change, to get hydrated, to bring back elasticity. For 3, 2, 1. Keep the arm up, step back, modified side plank. Ground down through your contact points. Pull the ribs back, press the hips a little bit forward, keep that sturdiness, and then find your circles. You can let your head hang here. So right ear, right shoulder. Keep pulling your navel back. Feel the movement of this top arm radiate all the way down the left side of your body. Go the other way. Notice how quickly that left glute will just kind of give up. So just keep sending your brain there and activate those muscles. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Downward facing dog. Lengthen through your side body. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Locust. This time, swim the legs and circle the wrists. Go for length over trying to get really high with the limbs. Go the other way. Just back body strengtheners, just beneficial for posture. Cobra. Inhale. Child's pose. Exhale. Let your pelvis get heavy. Let your shoulders be soft. And the breath moves. Downward facing dog. Right leg goes high, reach your arms. Step the right foot forward, turn and ground your back heel, coming up into warrior 2. Firmly push your feet down, reach the arms. Let the hands be a little bit higher than your shoulders so you can relax the shoulders down your back. Draw your sit bones together a little bit. The glutes are engaged and the low belly is pulling in and up. Reverse warrior. Arm variation here. Bend the right elbow. Your right hand, fingertips rather, going to hold the left side of your head. You're going to give the weight of your head to your hand. Pull your ribs in. Keep activating your right glute. Feel that right elbow reaching from your right hip. All the space in between. Keep pushing your feet down, keeping your legs strong. Extended side angle, lean forward. Right forearm to thigh. Left arm reaches over your ear, your palm facing down. Same arm variation, bend your elbow. Left hand holds your head, the right side of your head. Give the weight of your head to your hand. Push through your left foot. Activating your left glute. Pull your belly button back. Breathing into the whole left side. Left elbow, left hip. More space between those points. You're going to end up in a side lunge, bending your left knee, hands to your left thigh, right toes to the sky. Right hand can be down under your chest. Sit back and reach the heart forward. Stay with it. Both sides of the waist, both sides of the neck elongating. Lunge to the front of your mat. Step back to plank. Take a big breath in. Exhale to the floor. You can lower your knees. Cobra. Inhale, pull. Down dog. Exhale, lift. Left leg goes high, toes down. Step forward. Turn the back heel down. Warrior two. Press your feet firmly into the floor and draw your inner thighs and sit bones together a little bit. Hands a little higher than your shoulders so you can release the neck and the shoulders. Reverse warrior. Flip the front palm up, lean back, bend the elbow, grab the side of your head. Keep wrapping that left glute underneath and lifting your low belly. Breathing into your left side. Lean forward, extended side angle. Forearm to thigh, top arm over. Bend your elbow, hold the side of your head, give your head to your hand. And then think tailbone towards your right heel. Ribs and belly back. Breathe into the right side. Release that. Side lunge to the right. Hands can be on that right thigh. Left toes up. Your left hand can be down under your chest. Sit back into the right hip and reach your head, your heart forward. Your waistline cinches in. One more breath. Turn to the front. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Cobra or upward dog. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, right leg goes high. Step forward, low lunge. Interlace your fingers. Reach your palms forward and up as you come up. Tailbone long, ribs and belly pull back, side bend to your right, side bend to your left. Come back to center, hands down to frame the front foot. Straighten the back leg this time or keep the knee on the floor. Okay, arm swings. Right arm swings up and then around the thigh. Inhale, turn. Keep your hips hugging towards the midline and keep going. Left glute stays active if that leg is straight. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. Hands frame your front foot. Go back. Three-leg dog. The right leg lifts. This time, roll the hip open and bend the knee. Option to look at your right hand. Come to your fingertips and push the floor forward. Release your head. Engage your right glute and pull the ribs back. Focus on creating length and space on that whole right side. Like the right knee and hand are reaching away from each other. Flatten the palm, re-straighten your right leg and step forward. Turn and ground your back heel, warrior two. Ground the feet, lengthen up through your spine. Reverse warrior. Right hand holds the left side of your head. Extended side angle. Left hand holds the right side. Pull your belly in. Side lunge. Bend into your left knee. Right toes point up. Turn to the front. Step back to plank. Big breath. Exhale, lower. You can do a push-up if you just want to build upper arm strength. Cobra or upward dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Let your shoulder blades lift. Top of the thighs press back. Keep your middle lifting. Shoulder blades lifting towards your head is what I mean. Sliding up the back. Left leg lifts. Toes point down. Step forward. 90-90 lunge. Interlace your fingers. Push the palms forward and then up. Pubic bone to chin. Tighten that imaginary drawstring and pull back. Side bend to your left. To the right. Center. Hands down, framing your front foot. Straighten the back leg if you like. Elongate your spine and push the front foot. Twisting left arm to the sky. Wrap around your thigh. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Really hug that left hip back as you twist. That's how you're going to get that opening. One more. Hands frame the front foot. Down dog, left leg high. Open up the hip, stacking it on top of the right. Bend the knee. Maybe come up onto your left fingertips. Push the floor down and forward. Pull your belly and your ribs in. Figure out how to just get more length on that whole left side. Notice if you pull in somewhere, you'll find some length somewhere else. Bring the hand down, straighten your leg. Step forward. Circle the back heel down. The right arm circles you up, warrior two. Ground the feet, sit bones hug, reverse. Left hand holds the right side of your head. Extended side angle. Right hand holds the left side of your head. Side lunge, bending your right knee, sit back. Lunge to the front, step back to plank. Lower, do a push-up if you want. Cobra or upward dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Couple breaths, lengthen, soften your face. Right leg goes high. Open up your hip and bend the knee. Pop up onto your right fingertips and then reach that arm. Pull the ribs and the belly in. Engage your right glute. Bring the hand down. Re-straighten your leg. Step forward. So you're going to turn to parallel your feet. Bend into your left knee. And the hands are going to stay in line with your right foot. So you're side bending. Left side bend. And the left leg is bent. But you're like kind of, yes, you're side bending in your upper body as well. Release your head. Think left hip pulling back as you dig your left fingers into the floor. And keep lifting your front left rib cage up into your back. 2 more breaths. Maybe shake out your head. Then you're going to turn to the back. All 10 toes face the back of your mat. You're in a lunge. Press the floor. Lengthen your spine. Right hand down. Left arm reaches. Swing under your leg. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that right glute strong. Inhale. Rotate. Exhale. Wrap. Hold here. Maybe start to straighten your left leg, hugging the thigh bone to your belly. And then can you think from your side waist, lengthen your heart towards that front big toe. From the low back, you're lengthening through the heart space. That right hip, or the left hip rather, is pulling back. And the spine is draping down the front of the leg. 2 more breaths. As we free up the back side, the posterior side, everything's connected, right? So we get into the hamstrings, the back of the leg, freeing up that whole left side body. And then hands are going to frame that front foot. Right knee lowers under your hip. The left leg's going to step back for a modified side plank. Top arm up. Glutes engage, ribs hug in. Reach the top arm over your ear. And then let the arm keep going down and back Big circles. You're in control, right? You're not just swinging the arm around, right? Notice all the frames from like one point of the circle to the next. The frames of tissue being pulled. Go the other way. Cool. Then you're going to come up into a kneeling position, externally rotate this left leg, left forearm to thigh, top arm up and over. It's like a warrior two front leg, and you're in a kneeling position on this right shin. Bring this right hand to your waist like we did in the beginning, and then feel for gliding your hand up towards your ribs. Engage that right glute. Do that a couple times. Slide down and maybe move the hips towards the floor. Slide your hand up. Invite that tissue to lift and fill up. A couple more of these. One more. And then keep going with the arm. Reach it over your ear. That right hand comes down, straighten out your back leg, step back to plank. Lengthen both sides of your waist and your neck, lift the belly, lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Couple long breaths. Just keep tracing your body. Where your hands have been on the sides of the waist, up the ribs, lengthen through there. Left leg goes high. Open the hip, bend the knee. And pull your belly back. Engage your left glute. And maybe pop up onto your left fingertips and push down and forward to find length up and back. Hands flat, straighten the legs, step forward. Lower your back knee. Interlace your fingers, turn the palms forward and up. Ribs pull in, tailbone long, side bend to the right. To the left. And then to the right. Come back to center, hands come down. And then you're going to turn towards your right to parallel the feet. Bend into your right knee. Hands in line with your left foot. Release your head and sit back into the glutes. So your fingers dig into the floor, and that's kind of your anchor. And sit back into that right glute and lift the right ribs up into your back. Breathe there. One more breath. Turn to the back. So you're in a lunge facing the back of the mat. Press the floor away, elongate your spine. So start with that, right? A long spine. When the left hand is down, the right arm turns up. Engage your glutes. Arm swings under. And then up. Keep the chest moving forward from your low back. The whole time there's a lengthening pull on the spine. Couple more. Good. And then hold here. You've got your forearm is clamping your thigh bone between your arm and your belly. To your degree, pull the hips back. Doesn't matter, right? If you try to go for a straight leg and you move your belly away from your thigh, this is what happens to your spine. You lose the length. So go to where you can keep the length. You can relax your head, but keep the collarbones wide. Energetically, hug that right hip in and back. Energetically, heart space moving towards the right big toe. One more breath. Good. And then you'll lower your left knee under your hip. Modified side plank. Right foot steps back. Right arm up. Right hip pushes a little forward using your glute, and then the ribs hug back. Take the top arm over. And you'll create these circles. As you move the arm and the shoulder, notice how tissue's connected all the way down the right seam of the body. Go the other way. And then this one will circle you up, externally rotate that right thigh. You're in a kneeling position. Forearm to thigh. Left hand, outer hip, slide it up to your waist, to your ribs, and then feel for pulling the front line of your body back. And then the hips can come forward, the hand slides down, and then play with this movement. You're inviting that tissue to lengthen. You're giving your brain a clear map of your side body. With the shoulder blade move with the arm. One more. And keep extending the arm over your ear. And look down. Hands frame the front foot, straighten your back leg, step back to plank. And then just feel like side bends happening simultaneously so that you just find length in the middle. Outer hips, outer shoulders lengthen, belly pulls in, lower all the way down. Cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Just walk your hands back to your feet for a forward fold. You can grab your elbows and just let your spine hang. Let it swing. Give it a little wiggle and a shake. Let your low belly release, and here in this position it will actually just kind of swing up towards your spine. Maybe you feel your low back release and lengthen down. Clasp your hands behind your back. Draw the shoulder blades together. Reach the arms up and over. Knees can be bent here a lot. As you sway, feel how you can create more space from the outer hip to the shoulder. Explore movement. And then release your hands to your shins. Take a half lift and a forward fold. Walk your hands forward, downward dog. Inhale to plank. All the way to the floor as you exhale. Point your toes. Left hand stays where it is. The right arm reaches forward and then over to the left. Push your pubic bone down. Lift the low belly energetically. Breathe into your right side. Switch that. Right hand next to the ribs. Left arm to a diagonal. Try to fill your back from the front. And back to center. Pull with the hands. Cobra. The hands can be wide. And then just sit back onto your heels. Your hands in your lap for a moment. Couple breaths right here. And then just take your seat to the side to bring the legs forward. Bend your left knee, bringing your heel close, and then the knee comes out to the side. So left foot, inner right thigh. Start with, I'm going to face the top of my mat, so if you're oriented in that way, your hips are level with the front edge of the mat. Take your hands to your thighs and just start to compress them down. right? Really do that. It's the idea of like massage and compression, adding grounding weight, and then that's your anchor to start to lengthen up out of. So from your waistline as it cinches in, feel your spine energetically crawl up and literally lengthen up. Then land and turn towards your right leg. The hands can frame the leg. Flex your front foot, lean forward from your hips, not from your spine here. So think right where your hands have been on the side waist, lift the ribs, lean the heart forward. Then you're going to come up, your left arm's going to circle up and over to the left. Lift your pelvis, reach your right arm up and over. Lift your pelvic floor up and then lower the hips back down. You'll cartwheel the hands either side of the leg, lean the heart forward. So this is going to be a progression. We'll keep doing this every time, maybe like a millimeter farther towards your leg, maybe not. Left arm up and over, land the hand, lift and stretch. Come on down, turn and fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Right side, feel that length. And exhale, there's a little turn and fold. The low left back. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And you'll just stay here. If you have blocks nearby, you can use them. Just support yourself with your hands. Keep your thighs pressing down as if your hands were still on them. And then lean into that just bed of air that's right there in front of you. Just 2 more breaths. Keep inching a little more length through the spine, from your low back, through the heart. And then come up. Hands on either side of your hips. Take a breath here in the middle. Open your eyes. Just switch sides. So the right foot's close to the inner left leg. Take your hands, start to massage and create some compression down. It's good for your bones, your tissues, and it gives you something to stretch up and out of. Feel free to go all the way down the leg, right? It just feels good. Turn towards your left leg. Hands frame the leg. Flex the foot. You're hinging at your hip. Doesn't matter how far you go, just try to create that length through your side body. Feel free to wiggle around. I do it a lot. Just let it be on purpose and feel what you feel when you do that. So it's not just a fidget that's unconscious. It's a movement that's purposeful. Come up. The right arm's going to circle around, landing outside your right hip. Lift the pelvis. Left arm reaches over. Pull in through your center. Press your feet down. And then come back down. Turn. Fold. And then here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Press down through your thighs, belly in, heart forward, and then lean in. Support yourself with your hands or your forearms or a block. Let this be soft. Even the sway. If you're moving in any way, it's like soft, like you're moving in water. Maybe give some attention down into your low right back. And as you slide that right shoulder up toward your ear, anchor your right seat down. It's playing with opposition to create pulling on tissue. And sit back up. Hands on either side. Take a breath here in the middle. Both legs straight out in front of you. Roll the thighs in and out a little bit. Bend the knees just a bit. Your arms are going to go underneath your thighs. You'll grab your opposite elbows. And then you're just going to fold your body on your thighs. Let your forehead rest on your knees. This is a mild spinal flexion. Just filling the low back. Breathe down there. Letting everything come back into place. Breathe into the back of the heart. Fill the back of the lungs. Softening as you exhale. And then lift your head, release the arms, and you'll lie down on your back. Feet maybe as wide as the mat, arms wide a couple times, just windshield wipering the legs. Let this just be kind of a full body reset. Gliding, right? A gliding action. You're not flopping around, right? It's like seamless. Come back to center. Legs up to the ceiling, arms towards your feet, or hands rather, reaching towards your feet. Circle the wrists and the ankles a few times. Just get energy moving, draining from the arms and the legs. Shake out your limbs. Shake, shake, shake. Do this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freeze. Close your eyes. Breathe. Notice what you feel. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Slide your legs down the mat. Reach your arms by your side. Shavasana. You can grab the edges of your mat if you're on a mat and just kind of pull. It will sort of set your whole back body. Otherwise, lengthen your tailbone. Get your sacrum level on the ground. Scoot the shoulder blades underneath you. And lift the head. Lower back down so you're on the back of the skull. Give the weight of your skeleton to the ground. You might just feel like a rolling open. A couple minutes to digest and absorb the energy of your practice. Notice if your body can soften somewhere. And remember the feeling of the breathing body. Start to move delicately in your fingers and toes. Roll the thighs in and out and slide your lower jaw. Reach your arms all the way overhead. Point your feet. Take a stretch. Big breath in. Full breath out. Relax. A moment here. Maybe collectively we can acknowledge the energetic freedom around the heart. Slowly bending the knees, hug them in towards your chest. You can roll to your side and come up. Just rock upright from where you are. Coming into a cross-legged seat as we began. Organize yourself into an upright seated posture and then let the body be still. So you can tune in and receive the experience. There's been a shift. Take your hands to the sides of your hips and then up into your waist, to your side ribs. Give a little lift. Feel the space that you've created there as you maybe rock side to side. Coming to center, hands to prayer at the heart as you relax the shoulders and keep the spine long. As we create space in our bodies, maybe it reminds us of our space and our capacity to deal with challenges and big emotions. To know that we are okay. We are grounded in our sense of self, connected with each other. Big breath in, full breath out. With gratitude and reverence for our life, we bow to each other. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, or I don't know, maybe you did this right before bed. It's all great. Thank you for practicing, and I'll see you soon.